Day, Mr. Branch, a vice president, drops by one of the departments to oversee the work. The team is made up of 3 men and 1 woman, named Shirley. When he passes Shirley, he occasionally pats her on the shoulder or stops to give her a hug. He does not say anything of a sexual nature to Shirley, but he does call her honey and darling from time to time. Shirley doesn't object to the behavior. In fact, she seems to enjoy the attention. Is Mr. Branch harassing Shirley? No. However, Mr. Branch's behavior is still inappropriate, if for no other reason than for the potential for harassment. Shirley may not mind now, but what if conditions in the department change? What if Mr. Branch's touching escalates to something that does make Shirley uncomfortable? What if other employees are uncomfortable with Mr. Branch's behavior, or what if they worry about favoritism? Any number of scenarios might arise from this type of habitual physical contact. For this reason, Mr. Branch's behavior is simply not a good idea in the workplace. Now, let's change the scenario just a bit. Imagine that Mr. Branch does not change his behavior and continues to hug Shirley whenever he sees her at work. His team continues to complete projects and work productively. When a new employee joins the team, though, things begin to change. The new employee, Kelly, is not happy with Mr. Branch's behavior. She tolerates it because she is not the object of his attention, but her discomfort grows. Now, is Mr. Branch guilty of harassment? Yes, even though Kelly is not the direct object of Mr. Branch's behavior, he is now actively making Kelly uncomfortable and is actively participating, albeit indirectly, in harassment. Fortunately for Kelly, federal and California law makes no distinction between direct and indirect harassment. All that matters is that Mr. Branch's behavior is persistent and creates an uncomfortable work environment. The scenario could have been avoided entirely if he had acted more appropriately in the workplace, and it illustrates perfectly how behavior that seems tolerable in some circumstances could become harassment in others. Lastly, let's go over a couple of harassment examples that violate transgender rights in the workplace.